everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? It's a wonderful Tuesday morning. How are you doing? I hope that you are feeling well. I hope that your family is doing well. Welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMPSpeaks. I'm so glad to be in front of you on this morning. What a wonderful morning it is, isn't it? So much to be grateful for. One of the biggest things that you should be grateful for is that you got breath in your body. Nobody had to pump any breath in your body. You're here. Your family is here. And even if you're going through some turmoil, some trouble, at least you have an opportunity to do it again, right? And what I mean, not the trouble, have life. You have to be able to have life and have it more abundantly. So good morning to you all. Thought I'll bring my water a little bit because I'll be doing all the coughing in the morning because of my sinuses, allergies. But guys, thank you so much for your time. If this is your first time, my name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMPSpeaks. I am a speaker. I'm a board certified Christian counselor and life coach and a family restoration specialist, which is nothing but a family coach. But I come to transform your family. I come to bring your family back together closer than it's ever been before. And I take pride in what I do. You know why I take pride in what I do? Because I'm not only am a family man, but I'm a man of God, and I want to see you guys do the best that you can to work out your differences. So I do this morning show Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. As you're getting up, getting your kids together, getting your own self together, I want to give you some tips, give you some information that I believe that will help you. So today and this week, we've been talking about the 5 love languages, but I wanted to flip it a little bit and kind of focus on the family and add the family piece to these 5 love languages. And today we're going to be talking about affirmations. So I need you guys to share this with someone, and it's going to be some information that's going to be coming out as well. I just believe that these are the times that we really need to use these love languages, but we need to use them daily or weekly or monthly, however we, use them interchangeably. We got to be able to use them. Affirmations, I mean, what does it mean? What does it mean to affirm or to use affirmations? It's sending that encouragement, right? It's something that we should be doing with one another, especially your child, right? Especially that teen and young adult. They need you to affirm them. They need you to give that encouragement that comes from the heart, and it's not scripted, and it's not just something that you just say. It's something that you feel about them, that you know that is true, and they're going to start to understand that that is who they are because it's coming from you. It's coming from a great place. And when we do this, right, when we really affirm and use affirmations the correct way, our family will only benefit. Hear me clear. We will only benefit when we give that push and that validation to that family member, especially your child. Your child is either preteen, teen, young adult. You got to affirm them. You got to remind them and let them know that you are not just special to other people, but you are special to me. You're special to us. And everything that you have, that you possess inside, internally, it's great. I mean, how do you guys think I was able to be? Because some people say, who raised you, and how did you get all this confidence? Well, of course, thank God for his ability, but he also blessed my parents and my sister. Blessed my father, and my sister that are going on. My mother's still here, kicking and live, and I thank God for that. But they encouraged me so much. I really started to believe it, and I started to not only believe it, but to buy into it. See, your kids got to buy into your own words. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? They got to really take in what you are saying, because that's a feeling that nobody else can really should be able to fulfill but that parent or guardian, because you see them every day. You're around them every day. Either if you have biological made them or not, blended family, non-traditional, doesn't matter. You have to affirm your kids, because they find their identity in what you are saying. And some of them don't even believe what you are saying because they don't see it in themselves. And what we have to do, we got to show them, we got to help them see that in their own selves. I do that with my son as much as I can. You know why? I don't care how much of a great football player he is. He still needs encouragement because he's still a kid. He still needs that push. And your child still needs that push. See, when we don't push our children, right, they start to feel low in their confidence for themselves, their self-esteem in themselves, not knowing who they are, right? They start to question who they are. They question their identity. They question their existence. They question it. Just, they're gonna have questions anyways, but it becomes very negative when we don't affirm them and tell them exactly what you see in them, and say it with some excitement, some vigor, because that's what they need. They need that from us. Appreciating who they are and what they bring, not just to their school and not to just their community and whatever awards they get, but they're special. They're special to your household. They're special to your family. I'm going to say it again. We got to let them know, whether you get awards or not, you're still special to us. Let that sink in, because I don't think enough of kids hear that enough. You wouldn't be surprised of some of the young people I talk to and work with. And I'll tell them what I see in them, and they'll pause. And I say, right away, my spirit says, they haven't heard this ever, or they haven't heard this enough. And they'll say, really? And I can hear it in their tone, really? Yes, really. You have so many great qualities, but nobody's ever pulled those qualities out. Nobody has ever told you that what you possess, what you have inside of you, is really special. It's great. You can do something with it. You just need some guidance. Because that's what I believe affirmations are. It's some guidance that they need to get on that path. Or not even, let me scratch it, not that path, to get on their path, right? It doesn't, I'm not saying that because it sounds better. Everybody has their own path. And we have to help our children, our families, find their path. Not just to just money and cars, but success in life. So when you affirm your kids, that's what you do. And you give them the emotional support. I'm almost done, and I want you to share this. You give them the emotional support that they don't get all the time. They might not get this all the time. And you'll be surprised. It coming from you, that affirmation coming from you affirming them as a love language, and you know that they need that. Man, you got to do that quite a bit. Not until they believe it. You do it even as they believe it. You don't want them to be too cocky, but you want them to be confident. See, being cocky and being confident are two different things. So I wanted to explain that. But one thing I don't want you to do, and then I'm done. See, a lot of kids get emotional support, but a lot of boys, they don't get it because we don't make room. I'll say it again, we don't make room for our young boys to have that emotional support. Well, you can't cry. That's not what a boy does. To a certain point, that could be true, right? In certain instances. But if you can't show any kind of emotion, is that good? Is that good for their well-being that they can't express themselves? The answer is no. We have to give our young men a space. We say safe space, but really, it has to be a safe space emotionally, mentally, even physically. It's got to be a safe space for them to be able to have that emotional moment and be able to open up. So we don't do that enough. You got grown men my age or older have never been able to get affirmation, to get affirmed by their parents or older ones that they looked up to. So they grew up hard, not because of the streets, because their emotional well-being is hard. They don't know how to be emotionally sane. My pastor, Dr. Darius Daniels, talks about this a lot. You don't know how to be emotionally, and I'm paraphrasing. You don't know how to be emotionally sane. Your emotions are all over the place. Then that's when your mind is all over the place. Your relationships are all over the place. Your spiritual person is all over the place. It's the same way with your family. It's the same way with your daughter or son, especially your son. A lot of our boys cannot express themselves because we feel that's wrong. But how do we expect our sons to be emotionally well, but we don't give them that space, that vulnerability to do that? See, words are very powerful. They can either be used for good or bad. They can either make or break. We've heard this before, but the thing that I want to say is when we affirm our young men and we let them know that we love them and that we appreciate them and we value them and there's nothing that they can't do, and we affirm that and we continue to reaffirm that, and especially in your household, things will start to change. But the only way that things can change is we make an atmosphere and we make a community for our young people, our families to grow and be affirmed constantly and consistently with love, because that's what we need in our households. That's what we need in our neighborhoods. That's what we need in our cities to make things better for our future, for our family's future. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Share this message with someone. And if you are out here and you need help with your family, you're saying, I love the love languages, but I need help with affirmations. I need help with quality time. We're going to talk about the other love languages as we go on through the rest of this week. But you need to put your family back together. You're having issues doing that. And you need a coach that's going to be patient with you, that's going to do the dirty work with you. I'm going to roll up my sleeves and I'm going to work with you and your family. I want you to sign up for my family transformation program. It's a 12-week program, and we do the hard work because we're going to get the real results, and we're going to put your family back together. And if that's you, you're ready to take that step, I want you to go to all my social media platforms, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, or even my TikTok. I want you to go and sign up today. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to show you some information, but check me out tomorrow, because tomorrow is day 3. And you know what we're talking about tomorrow? Tomorrow, we're talking about acts of service. You don't want to miss that tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I love you and I love your family. And I believe every family deserves transformation. Peace.